Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to X Japan. Welcome to another guitar lesson. Feels like absolutely ages since we did a guitar lesson, but it has been. It's been a few months, but we're kicking things off again with Warning by BAND-MAID. So my plan is I am going to attempt to do every song on this album. It might take me all year, but we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to start things off. We'll just go through it in the order of the album. And this just so happened to be like one of my favorite songs on the album, so I was excited to do it. So please check out the cover video if you haven't already. I did that yesterday. I'll do my best for the lesson today. I don't know what happened, but I've really hurt my hand. It feels really weird today. It's like sometimes it gets really sore and I can't really move it properly. So we'll see how it gets on today. It might have been from playing yesterday because I'd messed up the solo like at least 30 times. So hopefully if I take it easy today, it'll be better. So yeah, so if you haven't checked out the cover, please do. But if you're here to learn the song, then let's do it. Okay, so tuning for this song, we're in drop D, but we're also half a step down. So an open D chord will sound like this. And I normally don't like using too many effects when I'm doing these lessons, but I'm going to be using the Octave Effect for this lesson where it's needed, because Kanami does use it quite a lot in this song. It's pretty much half the song she uses the Octave Effect. So I don't exactly know what pedal Kanami's using to get the octave. She might have a dedicated octave pedal, but I'm using my Digitech Whammy pedal. So I've got it set here to the harmonize setting for the octave, and I've got the pedal in the heel down position, which gives me the sub octave, and that gives me the effect that Kanami uses. And we're going to need that effect for the intro riff / main riff.
Intro!
Okay, so here we go. This is the intro / main riff of the song. I'm going to play it fast, I'm going to play it slow, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so for this riff, we're starting on the D string, and we're on the 15th fret, and we're going 15 to 17. So 15, 17, 17, and again, 3 times. And then the 4th time we just go 15, 17, 15. And then we've got, so that's a bend on the 17 on the G, bring it down, pull off to the 15, and then back to 17 on the D. And then again, and then we go stop, and then 15 on the G to 14, 17 on the D, back to 15 on the D. Do that again. And then when we come to the end for the tail, it's 15, 17 on the D to 15 on the G. And then we're playing 19 on the G to 17 to 15 to 14 on the G, and then pick it again and then bend it up half a step and then down again, and then it's 15 on the D. And while we're here, we'll just go over the variation of this tail, which happens just before the second verse. Okay, so all that is just the same. Except we go 15 to 14 on the G, to 15 on the D, back to 15 on the G, back to 14, and then 15 again. And then it's into the second verse.
Verse 1.
Okay, so now into the first verse. We don't need the octave effect anymore. So I actually found this quite difficult to work out. It's not very clear in the mix. It's quite hard to isolate this guitar. And also in the last live stream that they had. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to hear it clearly, but that wasn't the case. The sound was pretty terrible, especially for Warning. You know, it was the first song, so I guess they were just still getting the sound right, which is unfortunate. But I think this is pretty much accurate. The only thing I'm not quite sure about is the end when it goes into the kind of bridge part. But I guess if we ever see new live stuff, or when the Blu-ray comes out for the Okaji, we might be able to tell what she's doing. So I'll play it up to speed, and then we'll play it slow, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so we're just, it's all palm muted pretty much. We're starting on the 5th fret A string, playing that twice down to 3 on the A string, again, and then back to 5, back to 3, back to 5 again, and then we're going to 3 on the D, back to 5 on the D, back to 5 on the A, and then back to 3 on the A. And then do that again. Then we're going up here to the 1st fret E string, and then we're playing 2 on those, and then we're 3 on the D string, and then 3 on the A string, and then we're going to slide up to 5 and then back to 3. Back to 3 here, and then we're going to pinch harmonic the 5 on the A. And then we're going to start that again. And this is the part that I'm not quite sure on, but yeah, I did the best I could. I'm basically going 3, 5 on the A, 3 on the D, and then pinch harmonic 5 on the D. And then it's into the bridge section.
Bridge!
Okay, so after that pinch harmonic, we're going into this octave section. So full speed goes like this. And slow. Okay, so the octaves are just, root note is 5 on the D, and then we're playing 7 on the G, muting the one in the middle, down to 3, up to 8, back to 3. And then we let Miku do a little thing on guitar. Kanami takes a break, and then just before the chorus, she does this. So all that is we're barring on 10 across the G and the B, playing those 2 notes. Then we're just adding our second finger on the 11 on the B, and we're just playing 2 on each of those. And then it's into the chorus.
Kuroso!
Okay, so for the chorus, we need the harmony effect back. Okay, so here's the chorus fast. I'll split the chorus into 2 because one half has the harmony, one doesn't. So we'll do this bit first. So I'll do that slow. Okay, so all we're doing here is basically over a pentatonic scale. We're starting on 18 on the B to 15 on the B, and then 17 on the G to 15 on the G, and then back to 17, and then back to 15. Then it's 17 on the G, and then 15 on the B. Then 17 on the G, 15 on the G. And then we play 2 on that. And then 14. 14 on the G, and then back to 15 on the G. And then we do that again. Instead of twice on the 15 there, we do 1 and then 1 on the 15 on the D string. And that's it. Okay, second half of the chorus goes into octaves. Okay, so I'll play this part up to speed. Okay, so one thing to be careful of here is just, you know, making sure that you don't hit any other strings. It's quite difficult to do that when you're up so high playing octaves. So I kind of did it there a little bit when I was playing the fast, but you just have to, you know, just be careful. So we're starting 13 on the A root note and then 15 on the G, mute the one in the middle, down to 12. And then we're going to play octaves slightly differently because we're in drop D here. So we're playing 15 here on the E string and then 15 on the D string and mute the one in the middle. So we get the octave like that. So we're playing it there. And then we're coming down to 10, to 8, back to 10, back to, and then to 12. Then to 13 again. And then up to 15. 15 to 13. So then it's back to 15 and then up to 17. And then we do that again. And then we just stay on the 15. Then it's back into the main riff.
Verse 2.
Okay, so after the main riff, it goes into the second verse. And here we have a guitar part that is basically inaudible on the album, but she does play it a lot. You can hear it a lot clearer on the live version. But it is definitely there in the album version. It's just very low in the mix. So it goes like this. I'll play that slow. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're playing 8 on the B, and then 10 on the G. So we're kind of, you know, playing the notes individual, but, you know, they're ringing out by the end as a chord. And that's 10 on the high E as well. And then we just play the, you know, keep the chord, and then we just play the G string and the B string again. And then we do hammer on from 8 to 10 on the B. And then we go up to 11. And then put your second finger back down on the 10 on the G. And then we're playing with first finger on the 7, the 8 on the high E. And then it's just the G and the B and then back to the G string again. And then it's into the next part of the verse 2. Okay, so the next part goes like this. Okay, so all that is just we're just playing, you know, 2 strings together. So we're barring the D and the G strings, and we're playing 10, 12. And then we're playing octaves from 10 to 12. So we're 10 on the low E string, 10 on the D, sliding up to 12. Do that twice. There's some muted notes in between. And then, so that's just 10 on the G, 11 on the B, and then we're putting our pinky on 13 on the B.
Bridge!
Okay, and then after that, it's just back into the kind of pre-chorus octave part, but it's extended. So I'll show you what the difference is with this little pre-chorus here. So it's right into the 5 as normal. So up to there it's the same, but when we get to the 8, we just stay there longer. Then to 5, to 1, and then back to, and then to 3. And then it's into the chorus again. Okay, and then after that chorus, it's into the breakdown part, which Kanami doesn't play in at all. It's just Miku. So it gives your hand a little bit of a rest before the solo, which you're probably going to need. And then we're into the guitar solo.
Guitar solo!
Okay, so she uses the Octave Effect again for the guitar solo, and it goes like this. It's actually quite hard to play slow now that I've been playing it so much fast. Okay, so the guitar solo starts with some licks in the pentatonic. So we're starting off, we're doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs. So basically on the high E, we're doing pull-off from 18 to 15, 3 times. Do the same on the B string. And then from 17 to 15 on the G string. And then bend on the 17. Full bend, back down, and then 15. Okay, so that's the first lick. Okay, then the next lick is this ascending one. So we're starting on the D string, and we're going 17, 15, 17. And then 15 on the G, back to 17 on the D, back to 15 on the G, to 17 on the G, 15 on the G, back to 17, and then to 15 on the B, back to 17 on the G, back to 15 on the B, and then 18 on the B, back to 15 on the B, back to 17, to 15 on the high E, so all together so far. And then full bend on the 18 on the high E, and then bring it back down. Okay, and then here's the hardest part of the solo. We've got these groups of triplets, but they are all in the same finger pattern, which is good. The hardest part is there's a string skip as well. So the first one is not so bad because there's no string skip, but we are moving up the frets. So we're starting on 12 on the A. So 12, 13, 15. So we're doing that on the A, and then we're doing that on the D. So then we're moving on to the G string, and we're moving up 2 frets. So then we're going to the 14 on the G, 14, 15, 17. And then moving up a fret again onto the B string, we're doing 15, 16, 18. So that first one all together. And then the second one is just the same on the A and the D. But now we're skipping a string and we're going straight to the B, but we're going to the 15th fret. And then after that, we're moving up 2 frets, and then we're starting on 17 on the high E. I'm doing 17, 18, 20. And then as soon as we finish that, we're doing a bend on 18 on the B. Bring it back down. And use your second finger, and then you can use your first finger to play the 17 on the G. Back to 15 on the G, and then 14. 15, pull off down to 14 again, so all together, and then 17 on the D, and then finish on 15 on the D. And that's two notes on there on the 15. And then after that, we've got a power bend. So we've got our first finger on the 15 on the B, and then we're bending on 17 on the G. And it's even more important that we match those 2 notes because we've got the harmony on, so if you make a mistake, it's double the bad. Okay, and she basically strums this. And then she adds her pinky in on the B string, on the 18th fret. And then she lets it go slightly, brings it down slightly. And then power bends 10 on the G, 8 on the B. And we're just doing that 3 times, just kind of pumping it. And then we've got this end section. And then we're kind of keeping a chord shape here. So I'm barring on the 10 over the G and the B. And then I'm using my pinky on the 10 here on the B. And I'm also keeping my second finger here on the 11. So it's 13. And then play the 10 on the G. And then the 11 on the B. And then we're kind of going back and forth. And then when we get to that G again on the 10, play it twice. And then, so it's the 10 on the G, 11 on the B, and then back to the G, and then to the 10 on the B. And then we're hammering on. Hammering from the 10 to 11 to the G again. It sounds really complicated when I'm saying it, but just try and use your ears and you'll figure it out. I'll play it slowly again so you can hear it. Okay, and then after that section, we're playing from the 10, so just the bar, nothing else. So it's just open, we're just building back up, so it's 10, 11, 13. then back to 11, and then back to 13. And then it's into the middle part. Okay, so the middle part is just an octave part, no harmony effect, and I'll play it at full speed. Slow. So the octaves there, all it is just, you know, root note on the A, we're playing, so we're root note here on the 8, and then we're playing 10 on the G, and then to 5, to 3, back to 5, 8, 5, 3, 1, then again, 5, 3, 5, and then the last one, 8, and then we're up to 13, 12, 15. And then it's into the little slow part before the last chorus. Okay, so this little pre-chorus part is just, you know, just some single note strums. We're barring the E and the A string, but then we're putting our pinky or third finger on the 7 D string. So it's bar on 5, pinky on 7 D string. And then we're sliding up to 8, and then 13, and then the last one we're just barring. And then again to 13, and then we just stop before the last chorus. And you might want to turn the volume down a little bit for that bit. Just clean it up a little. Okay, and then it's into the last chorus, and then into just the main riff again. Nothing crazy going on, and that's the whole song. So there we go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. It's quite a simple song. You know, when you break it down for just Kanami's part, you know, a lot of the parts he's playing just repeats, and the stuff that she's doing in between isn't really that hard. The solo is tricky. You know, it's quite fast, and it's alternatively, you know, she's alternative picking, which, you know, a lot of the times when she does the fast stuff, she uses legato, which is, you know, can be a bit easier. But in this one, she's, you know, she's picking every note, so it's definitely one you want to get the metronome out and just, you know, set it. I think the tempo for this, if you want to use the metronome, is 100 BPM. So, you know, just start low and just work up to 100. And if you can get up to 100, then you should be fine. So as always, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video. And if you haven't checked out my Patreon, please do. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there, and I'm offering guitar lessons. So if you want to hone your skills even further, you can get private lessons with me via Skype or Zoom or whatever you prefer. But there's other stuff on there too. There's music downloads, and if you sign up just now, you'll get the BAND-MAID tribute song that I did as your first download, plus another one. So if you haven't seen that already, please do go check it out. I'm really proud of it, and I'm so happy with the reaction that it's got. There'll be a link in the description and probably at the end of the video as well. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Not sure the next one will be a BAND-MAID one, but the next one will be No God, so look forward to that. So thanks again, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.